Okay? So let's go with the helical structure of the DNA. Okay? So in the helical structure, before I proceed with this one, I just want to reiterate with regards to the nitrogenous bases. Nitrogenous bases pairing in the double-stranded DNA is very specific. So they are very loyal to each other. So we have the term base specificity. Okay? That A pairs only with T. Okay? DNA tayo. That A pairs only with B. And your C pairs only with G. But please take note of my representation. Because if you're going to look at this one, A pairs only with T with how many hydrogen bonds? 2. For C to G, you have 3. Okay? Actually, you can evaluate the stability of the DNA based on the number of bases. So if there would be higher amount of A, what can you say about the DNA? Is this a weak DNA or weak state, or rather a highly stable DNA? Weak. It's because you only have a combination with hydrogen bonds pertaining only to 2. Okay? So the more C-G combination which can be found in the DNA, that would actually tells you that the DNA is more stable. Did you get that? Okay, so let's now go with the helical structure. How are we going to form the helical? Okay, so you have here the helical structure. So this is the helical structure of the DNA. Please take note that in the helical structure, you would notice that the strands are said to be anti-parallel. This anti-parallelism of the strands would increase or enhance the stability of the DNA. So if the strand started with 3' hydroxyl N, okay, the other one is because they are anti-parallel, it will not start with another 3' hydroxyl N. It would actually start with 5' phosphoryl. 5' phosphoryl N. Did you get that? Okay. Please take note. If you're going to look at this one on the phosphate group, okay, so phosphate, so the first strand would actually start on the 3' hydroxyl N. The other strand would actually started with the 5' phosphoryl N. That is on the free molecule of oxygen in the phosphate group. Okay? So if that would be the case, the end of this one would be 5' phosphoryl N, and the other one would be 3' hydroxyl N. Did you get that? Okay. So I just want to show you that there is anti-parallelism here. Okay? If the one started with this, the other one is on the opposite end. Did you get that? Okay. The next thing to remember with regards to the helical structure is that you would notice that there would be third. Okay? So we call this one as the third. For each third, there are 10 base pairs because this is double-stranded. Therefore, if I'm going to ask you how many bases do you have in each third, 20 because they are in pair. Okay, did you get that? Okay. This third is composed of 10 base pair. Okay, and the length of this 10 base pair is equivalent to 34 angstrom. O, hindi Armstrong, ha? Angstrom. Okay, 34 angstrom. This one, it's because it is actually equivalent to 10 base pair, we can now compute the distance in between the base pair. Okay? So one base pair here has a length now equivalent or a distance equivalent of how many? So divided by divided by 10. So we have here 3.4. 3.4 angstrom. Did you get that? So the distance in between the base pair is actually equivalent to 3.4 each. Did you get that? Diba? And the diameter of this, diameter of the helical structure is actually equivalent to 20 nanometer. Okay? So 20 nanometer. So this portion wherein you have here a very deep groove, we call this one as the major groove. Okay? So the one which is said to be shallow, you call that one as the minor groove. Okay? So please remember all the details in the helical structure and in the primary structure. Okay? So I'll give you here a conversion table. It's because please take note that sometimes you will be given the length of the DNA in centimeter or sometimes in meter. Okay? And you have to find out how many bases are there in that particular length of the DNA. Okay? So you have here 1 angstrom, which is actually equivalent to 0.1 nanometer, which is also equivalent to how many centimeter? How many centimeter here? What do you think? Centimeter and millimeter?
Question po, fix po ba yung 20 nanometer?
Apa.
Tapos po, paano po mag-determine alin yung major at minor?
Paano po ma-determine yung?
Major or yung minor po?
Yung major groove has a deep groove. Okay? This one is said to be shallow. Kung saan mas mababaw.
Paano po?
Bakit kasi na drawing ko na? Try to look. Try to look at DNA structure in the internet. So it looks like this one. Nasaan dyan ang deep at saka shallow. Okay, so this one is actually the deep side. So this is a major groove. This one is said to be the shallow. So minor groove. O kasi hindi nyo tinignan yung assignment nyo. Kaya ngayon nag-picture kayo. Kasi di ba sabi ko sa inyo last time, please study your DNA structure. Okay? Kaya nga di ba, last time pinapastudy ko to, it's because you need to evaluate which is, or para magkaintindihan tayo, which is actually, or which part of this can be found in the DNA. Okay? Hindi, kasi when you look at the helical structure, hindi siya pantay-pantay, yung groove niya. Ayan. So sana lang, nabuksan nyo. Okay? Any other question? From 2 point is equal to 0.1 nanometer. How many are there in 1 centimeter? Or millimeter first? Then, sa palagay nyo. Then, micrometer, millimeter, centimeter, meter.
3, 6, 9. 1 times. Oh, 1.
Okay, so let's have here some sample problems. How are we going to apply the structure of the DNA?